Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we've got my favourite Paradox Pokemon of all time, that being Great Tusk. And today we've got a defensive variant with Photosynthesis in the sun to supercharge our defensive power and to then take advantage of that defense boost with a moveset that utilises Body Press as our main damaging move, Knock Off and Earthquake for some nice coverage, and Rapid Spin to get rid of hazards and to also get some speed boosts. Following that, we've also got the Terra Water in the case we need to tank some water type moves, and we've also got the Rocky Helmet item to deal as much chip damage as possible to the opponent for each time they hit Great Tusk, right? Oh, and while we're on the subject, quick question of the day. What's your favourite Paradox Pokemon? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more thrilling battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path.
Okay, so my opponent's got a Clodsire, a Kingambit, a Shifu, Koraidon, Skeledirge, and the Gliscor. Pretty tough looking team. I'm leading off with Gastrodon, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? So Clodsire is leading off, fair enough. So, okay, I guess I'm going to go for a Stealth Rocks to be able to get some damage off onto this. I could go for an Earth Power, I suppose, but you know what? I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. Let's do it. So, okay, Gastrodon goes for those Stealth Rocks. It's always nice to know that we're faster. Great, great, great. So, alright, I'm guessing the Clodsire is going for a Stealth Rocks as well, but let's find out. So, no, it's going for probably Toxic Spikes, and you know what? I do not mind that at all, because I've got the Victory Bell. I can always absorb those later on if I need to. So, now I'm going to go for an Earth Power to be able to get off some damage on this. Alright, so Gastrodon goes for that Earth Power. Let's see the damage. Okay, so this is a especially defensively bulky one, so fair enough. And now they've gone for the Toxic. Okie dokie. So, now what do I want to do, eh? So, maybe they'll go for a Recover here. I'm not too sure. Do they have a... They do have a recovery item, so is that the leftovers? It is the Black Sludge. Okay. So, Gastrodon will take some poison damage now. Now, the question is, what do I want to do against this? Okay, so... do you know what? I'm going to go for one more Earth Power. Let's do it. So, alright, Gastrodon goes for the Earth Power. Let's, nice. Good job, Gastrodon. And they do go for the Recover. That's annoying. Okay, so, alright, let's think about this. What do I want to switch into on this? Okay, okay, I'm thinking. So, the bloody annoying Clodsire with the Toxic shenanigans, eh? So, okay, Gastrodon, they get some more recovery back, and Gastrodon takes some of its poison. So, now, I'm not sure where I want to go into, to be honest, because if I go into my, do you know what? I'm going into my Victory Bell. Let's do it. So, calm back, Gastrodon. You've been fantastic, getting up the Stealth Rocks, and now I'll absorb this layer of Toxic Spikes. They're probably going for another layer of Toxic Spikes, to be honest, but that's fine, because I can always switch back into Gastrodon safely. Oh, they've got their own Stealth Rocks. Okay, so now I'm going to go for a Swords Dance with my Victory Bell, and I'm going to slap this with a Power Whip, right? So that's the plan. So, okay, so they've got Stealth Rocks, Toxic Spikes, and the Toxic, so... and Recover, so, alright, they haven't got an attacking move, fair enough, so let's go for that Swords Dance. Alright, so they are withdrawing the Clodsire, fair enough, so let's see who they go into from here, eh? So they're going to go into their Gliscor, how interesting. So I'm more than happy to just slap this with a Power Whip, right? So that's 100% what I'm going to do. So, okay, Victory Bell goes to that Swords Dance. Let's do this, Victory Bell. So we are Life Orb boosted, so we're +2 with a Life Orb. Let's do this. Okay, so they get their poisoning from their Toxic Orb, okie dokie. So, yep, now I'm going for that Power Whip, and let's do this. Alright, so, oh, they're far, oh, okay, so they are speed invested, fair enough. So, let's see how much we do with this Power Whip, right? So, come on, Victory Bell. Victory Bell goes for that +2 power, and we knock out the Gliscor. Amazing job, Victory Bell. That's what I'm talking about. Down goes a big old threat, and now let's see who they go into next. So we do take some Life Orb chip damage, but it was bloody worth it. Alright, so Kingambit is coming in. Interesting. So, do you know what? I think I will just Terra Fire and Terra Blast, because I doubt they're going to go for a Sucker Punch, and I doubt they, yeah, do you know what? Terra Fire, Terra Blast, let's do this, Victory Bell. I believe in you. So, okay, I think they're thinking that I've got Grass and Poison type moves that won't be effective against the Kingambit, right? So, they're probably going to go for either a Kowtow Cleave or a Swords Dance, but this +2 Life Orb, Terra Fire, Terra Blast will 100% knock out this Kingambit, right? So, oh, they did go for the Sucker Punch, and it was a crit. The injustice right there, right? That is injustice at its best. Oh my god, that is depressing as heck. That is not fair. Oh my god. Oh, can you believe it? That's nuts. Okay, so now they get leftovers. By the way, that Sucker Punch wouldn't have taken out my my victory bell, so that is bloody annoying, right? So, alright, I'm going into my Great Tusk to Rapid Spin away these... Oh, no, sorry, I'm going to knock off initially in case they go into their Skeledirge, right? So, okay, we take a minuscule amount of damage from the Stealth Rocks, and now I'm going for that knockoff. Let's do it. Alright, so they're going to Terrestrialize, maybe into Terra Flying. King Gambits normally run that to be able to resist fighting and avoid ground-type moves. Oh, it's Terra Ghost, so now my knockoff's going to do super effective damage. Fantastic. So, oh, maybe they were expecting a fighting-type move to get immunity. That makes sense. So, okay, and we are faster. Fantastic. So we do a nice little bit of damage with the knockoff, getting rid of its leftovers. What are you going for? They went for a Swords Dance. Fair enough. So we are Rocky Helmet, right? So if they go for a Kowtow Cleave, it'll do more damage, right? So now I'm going to go for an... Earthquake will do 150, and that'll do 130. So I'm going for an Earthquake. Let's do it. So, alright, they go for the Sucker Punch, and we resist it. They'll take some Rocky Helmet. Fantastic. So, great job, Great Tusk, for resisting the King Gambit, right? So, Great Tusk goes for the Earthquake. We'll do a nice bit of damage. Great job, Great Tusk. Now I'm going for the knockoff, in case they switch, right? Okay, so they are withdrawing the King Gambit, so that's really good. We can knock something else's item off, right? So, Shifu's coming in. Fantastic. This is really good. And it's that's the Water Urshifu. So, okay, fantastic. So let's get rid of this thing's item. So, what item did this Urshifu have? So, Choice Scarf. Okay, fantastic. So, alright, that basically means that the Water type move is coming, right? So, I could go into my Gastrodon. I want to preserve my Great Tusk for the Koraidon, right? So, I'm going to switch into my Gastrodon, expecting a Surging Strikes, right? So, come on back, Great Tusk. You've been fantastic. I'll go into my Gastrodon. If they go for a Water-type move, we'll get a nice little Storm Drain boost, but it all depends on what they're going for, right? So, okay, we take some Stealth Rocks damage. What are you going for? There's the Surging Strikes. Great job, Gastrodon. Now we get a nice little +1 on our special attack. We will now get a little bit of, I mean, I suppose the leftovers negates the first turn of toxic damage, right? So, that's the way I like to look at it. So, okie dokie. Gastrodon basically takes no damage. Now... do I think they'll switch? Do you know what? Earth Power is pretty free right now, right? So I'm going to go for that Earth Power. Let's do it. So they go for a U-turn. Fair enough. So whatever comes in will get neutrally or super effectively hit by my Earth Power, right? So let's see it. Alright, so they're just going to straight up go into the Clodsire, right? So, fair enough. So they'll take some Stealth Rocks damage. And now they'll also take some of my Earth Power, right? So, fair enough. So there's the Earth Power. And, oh, was that a crit? Amazing. So I think that... no, was that a crit? What's going on there? Oh, wait, sorry. It's the Storm Drain boost. Of course, I'm forgetting for a second. So Gastrodon, you absolute monster. We can go for another Earth Power and knock this out. So, of course, they're Water Absorb, right? So, Gastrodon, you absolute monster, buddy. So, yeah, Gastrodon, we can go for another Earth Power and we can knock out this Clodsire. They must have forgot as well, like I did. Alright, so Gastrodon goes for a +1 Earth Power, and we knock out the Clodsire. Amazing job, Gastrodon. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's see who comes in next. So we are going to take another round of the poison, but it's bloody worth it. And at least we get a little bit of leftovers to negate a little bit of that poison damage, right? So glass half full mentality, eh? So there's the poison, and now I wonder who they're going to next. Let's find out. Okay, so they're going to go into their Koraidon. Fair enough. So, I think they're going to straight up attack, right? So, do I think it's worth preserving my Gastrodon versus anything in the back? They do have the Skeledirge, which is true. Okay, I'm going to go for the Earth Power. Let's do it. So, alright, they go for a Swords Dance. Fantastic. So, every bit of damage on this is going to be useful, right? So, I'm thinking maybe they're going to go for a Scale Shot now. I don't know, but let's see that +1 Earth Power. That's some great damage, Gastrodon. Fantastic job. So, okay, the Koraidon definitely has to attack right now, right? So, okay, so... let's see what they go for. Are they Outrage or are they Scale Shot? Regardless, it's not a crazy difference, but let's go for that Earth Power. Let's do it. Alright, so they are Scale Shot. Fair enough. So, I guess that might be better than Outrage because that way they, what's its face? They get a defense drop, right? So, great job, Gastrodon. You've been fantastic. They get the defense drop. They get a speed boost, but they are faster than anything and everything I have anyways, right? So, I am just going to go into my Great Tusk, and I'm going to, question is, do I just Earthquake? I'm not too sure. Scale Shot avoids the Rocky Helmet, right? So, do you know what? I am just going to go for my Body Press because I know it's more damage than the Earthquake, right? So, let's go for that Body Press. Alright, so they do go for the Scale Shot. Okay, 30... alright, if they only get 4 hits, I think we're okay. So, if they get 5 hits or if they crit, we'll be in trouble, right? So, there's the 4th hit. Alright, tell me it was 4 hits. Okay, thank God it was 4 hits. Great Tusk, get this Koraidon and knock it out and send it into the next century, right? Thank God it was only 4 hits. Bloody hell. Great job, Great Tusk. Down goes the Koraidon, the big old box legendary threat, and now let's see who comes in next. Alright, so King Gambit is coming back out, right, which leads me to believe it's going to go for a Sucker Punch. But after the Stealth Rocks and the Rocky Helmet chip, right, it'll take itself out. So that's fine with me. I'm going to go for the knockoff regardless. Alright, so they do go for the Sucker Punch. Oh my god, Great Tusk lives. Amazing. So now they go down to the Rocky Helmet, and that either forces in the Shifu or the Skeledirge as their final 2 Pokemon. And if they go Shifu, we'll be able to get a little bit of extra Rocky Helmet chips. So that's fantastic. Amazing job, Great Tusk. Alright, so they are going to go into their Shifu. Fair enough. So on this, I am just going to go for a body press, right? Because if we're not going to outspeed, they will knock us out. But in case something somehow, body press will do the maximum amount of damage, right? So, they're going for a U-turn. So, alright, that knocks out my Great Tusk. They take some Rocky Helmet, which is the best part, right? So, that is great. So, great job, Great Tusk. And yeah, they'll go into their Skeledirge now. And I suppose I could go into my Charizard, knowing I've got Solar Power. And, oh, do you know what? I could go Blossom and Sleep Powder. Yeah, that's true. Oh, actually, no. How many turns of sun are there left, I wonder? So, alright, half sunlight fades, right? So, okay. I'm thinking about going for Sleep Powder. Do you know what? I'm going into my Blossom. Let's do it. So, come on in, Blossom, buddy. You're in charge. I need your assistance. And now I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder. Okay, so we take some Stealth Rocks. Now let's go for that Sleep Powder. Blossom, I need you to not miss. Blossom misses the Sleep Powder. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Okay, so that's not good. Oh, they go for a Slack Off. Interesting. So, well, do you know what? I'm more than happy to try for another Sleep Powder, right? So, okay, I guess we got, that was a bit lucky there. Fair enough. So, great job, Blossom. Second time's the charm, eh? Second time's the charm. Let's go for that Sleep Powder. Here we go. Alright, so Blossom goes for that Sleep Powder, and we don't miss the second time around. Fantastic job, Blossom. That's what I'm talking about. And now I'm going to, what's his face? I'm going to Baton Pass out into my Charizard. Yep. So now we'll get some more leftovers, bringing us back up to full. Great job, Blossom, buddy. And yeah, I guess with Charizard, I'm going to have to just Scorching Sands it. So let's go for that, let's go for the Baton Pass. Here we go. So Blossom goes for that Baton Pass. Here we go. And yeah, I'm going to go into my Charizard, and I'm just going to Scorching Sands, right? So I guess we don't have the Solar Power boost, so that's going to be a problem. But let's see how much we do, eh? So it depends on how bulky they are. So Charizard, come on in, and yeah, okay. So Skeledirge just fast asleep. Yep. So okay, I'm now going to go for that Scorching Sands. Let's do it. Alright, so Charizard goes for the Scorching Sands. Let's see the damage. Oh my god, it does about 50%. That's amazing, Charizard. That's what I'm talking about. So, they are fast asleep. This is amazing. Okay, so I will just go for another Scorching Sands. Let's do this. Alright, so Charizard goes for that Scorching Sands. Let's see the damage, and we knock out the Skeledirge. Amazing job. So I guess they're a bit more offensive, or they had some speed investment rather than bulk, right? So this is amazing. Fantastic job, Charizard. That's what I'm talking about. And now let's see Urshifu, their final Pokemon. Let's do this. So, okay, do you know what? I am just going to go for an Air Slash because it's in my best interest, right? So let's go for that Air Slash and let's finish this off. Alright, so Charizard goes for the Air Slash, and we finish up the Urshifu. Oh my god, what a bloody intense game. Good game to my opponent. That was a fun game. And yeah, fantastic job to all my Pokemon. Okay, so my opponent's got a Luxray, an Empoleon, a Ribombay, a Donphan, a Meowscarada, and the Umbreon. Very cool team. I'm leading off with my Gastrodon, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? So Donphan, interesting. So I can just go for a Muddy Water, to be honest. If they're willing to get up their Stealth Rocks to allow me to lower this thing down to its to its sturdy, I'll take it. Alright, so they go for their own Stealth Rocks. Now, Gastrodon, buddy, I need you to not miss this Muddy Water. Let's lower this Donphan down to its sturdy, and let's do it. So, come on, buddy. There we go. You go for the Muddy Water, and now, does it bring it down to its... Oh, close enough, right? So, now I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and let's see. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Donphan. Okay. So we get up Stealth Rocks for free, basically. So Flufflu, that sounds like the Ribombay, right? So, oh, it's the Meowscarada. Interesting. So, okay. Against this, what do I want to switch into, eh? So they're potentially going to go for the Flower Trick, right? So I could go Charizard, knowing it's quad resisted, right? Alright, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Charizard, knowing that the Flower Trick is quad resisted, right? So come on back, Gastrodon, you've been fantastic. And yeah, so next chance we get, I'll go into my Great Tusk so we can rapid spin away those hazards, right? So come on in, Charizard. There's the Flower Trick. It's quad resisted, so it doesn't make a difference that it's a crit, right? It's gonna do basically nothing. Let's see the damage. And Okay, look at that. Fantastic job, Charizard. So, yep, that's a crit as well. So, who do I think that will switch in? I think I'm pretty safe to just go for a flamethrower, right? So, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so they're going to withdraw their Meowscarada. Maybe they're going into Umbreon. I'm not too sure, but let's find out. So, Zoro, that sounds like the Umbreon, but let's find out. Is it? No, it's the Luxray. Interesting. So, Luxray, unless this is a Choice Scarf variant. Oh, maybe they were thinking I was physical, but anyway, let's go for that Flamethrower. Let's see the damage. Get him, Charizard, and that's some great damage, Charizard. Oh, what is that berry? Is that the Citrus Berry? It looks like the Citrus Berry, right? So, it is the Citrus Berry. Okay, so I will just go for another Flamethrower. Let's do it. Alright, so Charizard goes for that Flamethrower, and we're going to knock out the Luxray. Great job, Charizard. Nicely done. Down goes the Luxray, and let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Umbreon's coming in. Interesting. So, maybe this thing's going to go for Toxic. I'm not too sure. Do they have any, do you know what? They haven't got any ghost types, so I'm going to go into my Great Tusk. I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin. We'll get rid of these Stealth Rocks, and then we can start thinking about what we can go for, right? Because at the moment, my priority is kind of like getting rid of the Stealth Rocks, because Ninetales won't appreciate the Stealth Rocks, right? So, what are you going for? Toxic? Okay, they went for a Toxic, so maybe they've got Protect, I'm not sure. But I'm going for the Rapid Spin regardless. Unless this is a Terra Ghost Umbreon, which it very well might be, to be fair. But I'm still going to go for that Rapid Spin on the off chance they're not going to Terrestrialize. If they want to give up their Terrestrialization now, I'll take it. I mean, they might do. They'll probably expect a Body Press or something, right? So, anyways, I'm going for that Rapid Spin, whether or not it's obvious, and let's see. Alright, so they don't. So, fantastic. We go for the Rapid Spin. Lovely jubbly. So, what is the Umbreon going for? Foul Play, maybe? Let's find out. Oh, unless it's Curse. Oh, Reflect. Interesting. So, alright, I'll take it. So, they probably have Light Screen as well. So, maybe they're Toxic, Reflect, Light Screen, and Moonlight or something like that. So, I'm now going to go for a knockoff to get rid of this thing's leftovers, right? So, it can slowly start whistling down. So, we're going to take more and more poison damage, unfortunately. But I'm going to go for one more turn of a knockoff to get rid of its item. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Umbreon, fair enough, so whatever comes in we can knock it off, right? So let's find out. So, Margarita, which is the, oh, okay, so it'll take the Stealth Rocks, and I'm guessing this thing's item is Focus Sash, right? So it's not much of a difference, but every little bit of chip helps, right? So, okay, it was the Focus Sash, so, okay, I'm going to withdraw my Great Tusk because the, what's its face? I can Rapid Spin later on, right? So, I'm going to go to my Ninetales 100%, and they're probably going to go for a Sticky Webs. But regardless, let's switch. Alright, so come on back, Great Tusk. You've been fantastic. And yeah, Ninetales, I need your assistance. We'll set up the Sun, and depending what they go for, we can just make a move later on, right? So, okay, what are you going for, Ribombay? Sticky Webs? Draining Kiss, even better, right? So, now I'm pretty safe to just go for a Flamethrower. That was a crit as well. Great job, Ninetales. So, yeah, they can either set a Sticky Webs and then die to my Flamethrower, or they can switch right now. So, I'm going for that Flamethrower, and let's find out. Alright, so, Ninetales is faster, interesting. So, maybe they're modest, I'm not too sure, but fair enough. Down goes the Ribombay. We don't have to worry about any Sticky Webs. So, yeah, great job, Ninetales, buddy. And let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Umbreon is coming back in. Fair enough. So, I could go for a Will-O-Wisp on here. Do I think they're going for a Toxic is the question, right? Do you know what? I'm going to go into my Victory Bell. Let's do it. And I'll set up a Swords Dance, right? So, come on back, Ninetales. You've been fantastic. And now, if they go for a Toxic, we can just absorb it. So, come on in, Victory Bell. So, what are you going for? A Toxic? There it is. So, does the Reflect end here now? I think it does, right? So, maybe they timed their Umbreon in for the final turn of Reflect. So, let's find out. Did they do that? Let's find out. The Reflect has wore off. Okay, so they definitely did that, right? So, I'm going to go for the Swords Dance, and let's go from there. Alright, so Victory Bell goes for that Swords Dance. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, what's the Umbreon? I'm guessing the Umbreon's going to go for the Reflect. Oh, foul. Oh, no. Hold on, Victory Bell. Hold on. Oh, no. They took out my Victory Bell. Damn. Okay, fair enough. So, okay, now I'm going to go, what do I want to go for, eh? I could go for Charizard and just Flamethrower. Do you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do, right? So, Charizard, buddy, come on in for me, and let's go for that Flamethrower. I could Terrafire Flamethrower, to be honest. Do you know what? No, I'm going to just Flamethrower because I want to keep the quad effectiveness against the Meowscarada, right? So we go for the Flamethrower, and oh, if we had gone for a Terrafire, we might have knocked it out, right? But anyways, I'm happy to just Flamethrower again and just knock out this Umbreon, and we can just switch Charizard out knowing that we can... Oh, okay, so I forgot about the solar power damage for a second. So if they got Protect, we will take a bunch of damage, right? So there is always that. We need to keep that into consideration. So, alright, Charizard, let's go for another Flamethrower, buddy, and let's knock out this Umbreon. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Umbreon. Interesting. So I wonder who they're bringing in on my flamethrower. Maybe Empoleon? Molon. Is that the Empoleon? It is the Empoleon, but this is neutral, right? So, and we're solar power in the sun boosted, so I don't think this thing's going to take it very well. So, nope, we just one-shot the Empoleon. Fantastic job, Charizard. Great job, and Lessu comes in next. Alright, so they're going to send Donphan in. Interesting. So, I mean, this goes down to the rocks. Fair enough. So, one more Pokemon goes down. Great job to our Gastrodon from earlier for setting up the rocks. And yeah, let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Flufflu, is that the Meowscarada? It is the Meowscarada, so I'm going to guess they're going to go for like a knockoff or something. So on this, what do I want to do? Do I need Great Tusk for anything? I guess Great Tusk would be handy against the Umbreon. But you know what? I don't think they're going for the Flower Trick. So I'm going to go into my Great Tusk. We'll have a nice little defense boost. And we can deal some Rocky Helmet chip, right? So, and if they go for knockoff, the Pro Team will turn them into a Dark type, right? So come on in, Great Tusk, buddy. I need your assistance. Our Photosynthesis activates, giving us a nice little defense boost. There it is. So, okay, Meowscarada, show me that. Oh, Shadow Claw. Even better, right? So, okay, now they're a Ghost type. Fantastic. So, alright, we take minimal damage. Great job. And we deal some Rocky Helmet. Fantastic. So, depends on whether or not they're locked in, right? So, I could now go for an Earthquake. Does Earthquake go into everything? Earthquake does go into everything, so I'm going to go for that Earthquake. Alright, so they're terrestrializing. Interesting. So, I wonder what they're going into. So, Terra Grass, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, Terra Ghost. So, I'm not too sure why they did that, but fair enough. I mean, I guess... no, I don't know why they did that, to be honest, because it doesn't consider that... Oh, they're not locked in. Fair enough. So this Flower Trick will definitely knock us out. So, fair... Oh, Great Tusk lived. Amazing. Great Tusk, you absolute boss. So let's go for an Earthquake, and let's do some big damage, buddy. So let's see the damage. Earthquake, and... Ooh, okay. So it just lived on one. Fair enough. So now the sun is going down. We are going to lose our Photosynthesis. And the poison is also going to take down my Great Tusk. Okay, so Great Tusk goes down, and who do I want to go into after this, eh? So, okay, let's make a decision. So, I'm going to go into my Blossom, let's do it. So, okay, come on in, Blossom. Oh, hang on a minute, is the sun not up? Oh, boy, the sun's not up, is it? So, did I just make a faux pas? Let me check. The sun is not up. Okay, I made a misplay. So, I'm going to have to go into my Ninetales now. Yeah, I have to go into my Ninetales, unfortunately, and then I'll go into Blossom, right? So, damn, misplay by me, but it is okay, these things happen. Alright, so come on back, Blossom. My mistake for bringing you in accidentally. And yeah, Ninetales, I need you to come on in, buddy. I need you to set up the sun, and then I can go into Blossom afterwards, right? So, okay, there's the sun. Okie dokie. So, they go for a Shadow Claw. I'm not sure if Ninetales can tank it, but I believe in your Ninetales. So, okay, no, it was a crit. It's definitely taking us out, right? So, down goes Ninetales. And now I'm going to go into my Blossom, and I'm going to Giga Drain this, right? So, Blossom, it's up to you, buddy. Come on in. Let's do this. So, in comes Blossom. So, yeah, okay. So, alright, let's go for that Giga Drain. Let's knock out this Meowscarada. Alright, so Blossom goes for the Giga Drain, and we knock out the Meowscarada. Great job, Blossom. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, now they're down to their final Pokemon. We can do this. So, down goes the big old Meowscarada threat, the only Pokemon they had that could outspeed Charizard. So, yeah, let's see it. Alright, so Umbreon is coming back in. Fantastic. So, okay, I can just, I can go for a Sleep Powder, to be honest, can't I? Or do I think Giga Drain will be enough? Do you know what? I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for that Quiver Dance. Let's do it. So, okay, Blossom goes for that Quiver Dance. Now, +1 special attack, special defense, and speed. Maybe they've gone for a Toxic. I'm not sure. Maybe they went for a Moonlight. So, let's find out. Are you Moonlight? Let's find out. So, no, they went for a Wish. Okay, so they got Reflect, they got Toxic, they got Foul Play, and they got Wish, right? So, they have not got Protect. So, I am immediately going to go for that Giga Drain. +1 Giga Drain should be more than enough, right? So, Blossom, let's go for that Giga Drain. Let's knock out this Umbreon. Okay, so Blossom goes for that +1 Giga Drain, and we knock out the Umbreon. Fantastic job, Blossom. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, good game to my opponent, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. What an awesome couple of games, am I right? Great Tusk is such an amazing Pokemon to have on a Sun team. That Photosynthesis defense boost is no joke, and I definitely recommend this defensive variant of Great Tusk. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching my Body Press Great Tusk set in action, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Paradox Pokemon down below in the comments. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I